and I got invited to go on the Rosie show. We started singing together, and then we sang "Don't Rain on My Parade." I was like, "Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter." And I played young Mary, the mother of Jesus.
Oh.
And Al Pacino was in the audience.
We are so excited. Welcome back to another episode of After We Rap.
Hey.
I'm your host, Jaina Ortiz.
And I'm Gabriella Ortiz.
And
they might be sisters.
we might be sisters. You don't know. We'll never know.
Never know.
Maybe we'll know.
Can you imagine?
I know. We're really excited today. Well, first of all, we got 3 Boricuas in the house. Okay.
Tres mujeres.
We've seen today's guest being Mary Jane, Rosewood, which is how we met, the Miss Pat show, and recently we shared the screen in Righteous Thieves and so much more. But this show is all about who we are when the camera stopped rolling. So let's dive in. Everyone, please welcome the fabulous, one of the most beautiful souls I adore, Lisa Vidal. Yeah. Hi.
An
Mommy.
icon.
Thank
Oh my
you.
gosh.
Thank you for
thank
coming
you
and
so
doing-
much. Thank you for having me. You know, I will do anything for
Aw.
you. This
I
my
know.
TV daughter, but in my heart, like she's like my child.
Yeah, she
She's
was
one
my
of my
first
children.
TV mom. Well, it was my
Yeah.
first show, so
That's right.
Yeah,
Thank you, and I'm so proud of you for doing this, for what you're doing for other people, and how you guys share, and who you bring on the show, and just your authenticity and your hearts. It's just beautiful. So I'm happy to be here. I know. It took a while to get us
yeah,
together,
yeah.
but we're here, and I'm really excited to be here with
I'm
you.
sorry, Lou, but no
And
one
Lou
wants
loves
me
me
to.
too.
wants
Kyle's
to-
sock.
I love you too, Lou.
My sock is keeping
Mira,
Lou
Lou, mira,
grounded.
mira, mira, vete para allá, vete para allá, Lou.
Vete
No
para
more.
Lou.
He's gonna probably bring it up. No more. No more.
Okay,
No
okay,
more.
mira.
No more.
I'll take care of it. Mira.
He just does not listen.
But then he's gonna come back. That's the
Anyway, we
thing.
were saying.
And that's it. That's it.
Oh, I'll let her.
No,
Okay,
yeah,
I'll
that's
let
it, that's
mommy
it.
take care of
You
it.
gotta, yeah. There it is.
I sound like Bad Bunny every time I reprimand him. I go.
Titi me preguntó.
Yeah. That's one thing I love. Every time we go out, Lisa knows how to tear up the dance floor.
Yeah.
She knows how to get down. I know, but
Well,
no,
you
it's
recently celebrated a birthday that looked pretty.
yes.
I did. It was so much fun, and it was a total surprise. I had no idea. I thought I was going to this Italian fusion place, and we walked into this tacky Korean town place, and I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
But then it was amazing. All these lights, and all my friends were there, and I was completely shocked and surprised. Like, I
Yeah.
really did not expect it at all. So it was a great surprise. I
Yeah.
needed that too. I
Yeah.
don't think I realized how much I needed that. I mean, I was just crying the whole time.
Mhm, she
Oh,
was.
man.
I
It
was
was like
literally crying.
a long moment to process
Yes.
it, but there was this instant shock, and then there was this instant gratitude of, oh my goodness, my friends, my tribe, my family,
Yes.
the girls who I adore are here celebrating my day, and yeah,
And
I
the
felt
older I
so
get, the more open I'm about. Like, yeah, I want a birthday, and I want people to celebrate me.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to act like I don't. I need that.
yeah.
I kid you not. And I never actually celebrate my birthday. I mean, the last time I celebrated my birthday was 19 years ago.
What?
I swear to you.
What?
Why
That
is
was
that?
the last
So it was
birthday
just like
party that
you
I
just
had.
do a vacation or a dinner.
Dinner with my kids, or something chill usually, or we'll go do something fun, or like one of my friends will take me somewhere. But not really a party.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I'm having a big ass party for my 60th.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna do a
Hell
big
yeah.
one because I'm like, I want a big party. I don't want any gifts. I just want all my friends to be there. They are my gifts. And that's how I want my next party to be.
And dancing.
And
And
lots of dancing.
Yes.
Lots of dancing, singing. I was actually contemplating doing a half roller skating thing where you could roller skate if you want, right?
Yes.
Because that was my jam when I was
Yes.
younger. I'd be like, bam.
Play some
I-
freestyle.
what?
Oh my gosh.
It was
Oh,
big for me.
wow.
I loved it. I loved it. And it was so much fun. And I still roller skate. And my kids would be so embarrassed by me because I go, whenever they had a roller skating school party, I was the first one to show up with
first
my
parent.
skates.
The
And I was
first-
like, what? And my kids were like, Mom, what do you do? I was like, what's the matter? Can you do this? Can you do this? And they were like, I'm going over
yeah,
there.
Stop. You're
I had more
embarrassing
fun
me.
than they did.
I love that. I love that. Oh,
Yeah.
I will totally be there for a karaoke.
Oh,
I mean,
wouldn't that be fun?
yeah,
sounds
roller
like fun.
skating.
Yeah, that's what I think I want to do.
Okay.
Speaking of singing, Lisa Vidal has some pipes on
sing
her.
too?
She's a phenomenal. Also, Gabby sings as well,
didn't
but
know
she's a
that.
phenomenal,
Love it.
phenomenal singer.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Would you
It
ever
was my
do
first
a musical?
dream. Would I ever do what?
A musical.
Absolutely.
Is that what you wanted to be before you started
I
acting?
wanted to be a singer. Yeah. That was my first love. I used to sing throughout my house all the time. I would enter singing contests when I was a kid in camp.
What?
Oh, yeah. If there was a contest, if there was a show, if there was anything that had to do with singing, I was there. And I was a latchkey kid, so I used to spend a lot of time by myself. And the radio and records were my friend. And tapes and music was my friend. So, and my parents were very musical. They played a lot of music in the house, in the car. We were always listening to music. And so that's how I just spent my happy time was that and movies. I used to, my aunt, I grew up in Spanish Harlem and it was pretty bad. So we couldn't hang out outside. So my aunt, she felt bad and a bunch of us kids would be in my great grandma's house. So she would pick us up and she would be like, okay, I'm dropping you off at the theater and I'll be here at 7 p.m. to pick you up. So me and my cousins should hang out at the movie theater all day. We'd theater hop the way we used to do back in the day. And that's how I watched all these incredible films. And that absolutely had a huge impact on me being an actress and a performer. Actually, my first movie that I saw when I was very little that my aunt took me to see was Funny Girl with Barbara Streisand. And I was like, I want to do that. I want to be her. I want to be like that. And then I was like, I'm going to sing and I'm going to act and I'm going to do all that stuff. And just-
I didn't know that story.
Yeah.
Have you seen Funny Girl? You seen it?
No, I have to see
I
it. Now
recently
have to
just
see
saw it, so I'm like, I get it. I was so late to
Girl,
the
you
party.
got to
but I
see
was
the.
like,
Did you see the film? The original?
The original, yes.
Amazing.
And I was like, okay, I get it.
Amazing.
I get it.
I used
Yeah?
to, before every audition, especially when I got to LA, I remember I used to get in my car and I would put on Funny Girl and I would play that song that she sang. I'm
Rain
the
on My
greatest star, I am by far, but no one knows it all the time. And then I go into the
Booked
audition
it.
Yeah.
and I was like, I'm going to get this.
Yes.
I'm the greatest star.
Yo, round of applause for that.
Thank you.
I was like in there with you. Ooh, that gave me.
I know.
Ooh, that got me.
Thank
I
you.
got excited
That's what
from
it
that.
does to you.
Wow.
That's what
Whoa.
music
You
does
have to
you.
watch that film.
Yeah.
And I have the album, I had the freaking cassette tape, I had everything.
Yeah.
And now I have it downloaded on my phone.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't
Thank
know-
you, Barbara.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you see the play also? I think it was here for
I
a little
did.
bit. I can't remember.
I did
right?
see the play. And it was wonderful, actually. The play was wonderful. And we saw the understudy in it and she did a lovely job. She was very good. I am so addicted to the movie though that there were certain parts that I was like, oh wait, what about that part? And but it was great. I really enjoyed it. And I just was like, man, how cool would it be if a Puerto Rican girl could play this
Right.
one day? It's just because all of us have a Fanny Bryce, or at least a lot of us do in us, and that her story was so great. And Barbara she did just such an incredible job on it, and there were so many fans. And I remember I went on the Rosie show years ago. I was doing a show called High Incident, and it was my first season on this ABC Steven Spielberg show, starring opposite like Blair Underwood, Anjanou Ellis, Cole Hauser, like all these incredible actors. And I got invited to go on the Rosie show. And Rosie O'Donnell was a huge fan of Barbara Streisand. And they were like, you have to, Rosie likes you to have something to banter with her on and this and that. And they said, we read on your thing that you're a Barbara Streisand fan and Rosie is a huge Barbara Streisand fan. I was like, oh, wow. She says, what if you guys sing a little something together? I was like, oh my God, I would love that. And so that's exactly what happened. We started bantering back and forth. And then Rosie was like, all right, well, let's see if you can sing Barbara Streisand. And so the guy started playing and we started singing together. And then we sang Don't Rain on My Parade. I was like, don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. And so Rosie was singing. She was like, and she just stopped. And I kept singing. I was like, hey, man, not you. Right? And so after she was like, Lisa! Oh my God!
Is this on YouTube by chance? Do you know?
I think it is.
We
Okay.
have to find this.
How about Don't Rain on My Parade?
John?
But only if you sing with me.
I'll sing a couple verses, but I'd like you to start. Miss Show Off, think you know all the words. Go.
Okay. Okay. Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter. Don't bring around a cloud of rain on my parade. Don't tell me not to live, just simply got to. If someone takes a spin, it's me and not you. Who told you you're allowed to rain on my parade? How's that?
Girlfriend, that is really good.
Thank you. After that, like commercial break, she was like, Lisa, you are like, you can sing, girl. Why aren't you singing? I was like, my acting kind of took off and like singing just never followed through, whatever. But at that audition, at that Rosie show, who was watching? But the sister of the producer of Rent at that time, she called her brother and said, you have to watch this girl, Lisa Vidal. You got to bring her in. She should be playing Mimi on Broadway. And here's what's funny. They wanted me to play Mimi in the traveling thing and the traveling show. And right when I got like the offer to do it, I found out I was pregnant with my second son,
Wow.
Max. And I thought I'd be able to do the jumping and the swing because there was a lot of physical stuff, but I couldn't
Wow.
because I had difficult beginning and I had to have some bed rest. And so I didn't get to do it.
Oh, man.
Wow.
But I'm very grateful to Rosie for bringing me on the show, a young Puerto Rican girl at that time. You know,
that
we
was-
didn't get many opportunities. They weren't really having us on talk shows. And that I got to sing and that's how things can happen. You know, somebody sees it and it's just such a blessing
Yeah.
to get to do that.
Yeah. Would you consider doing Broadway? Singing?
Absolutely,
stage?
100%. My girlfriend of over 40 years, Keisha Lewis, amazing in Hell's Kitchen. She's one of the leads. She just won the Tony.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
She just won the Tony.
gosh.
And I'm so proud of her. And she just was so eloquent in her speech. I don't know if you guys saw her
I
speech.
saw yes.
She
Yes. I saw the
thanked
Tonys.
me in her speech.
Wait a second.
Oh, then
second.
I haven't seen
because
hers
we've
then.
been friends for so many years, and I know we all encourage each other. By the way, I have this huge performing arts group that is absolutely amazing, and we're all actors and performers. And you know how it is. Actors go through stuff, and we want to quit sometimes, and we're so tired. And she went through those moments. And man, she's a godly woman and a praying woman like I am. And we just started to pray. And I was like, girl, you can't quit. God gave you this gift. And she is amazing. Her voice is magical. I mean, you get goosebumps, you cry when in this was her role, Hell's Kitchen. She's incredible. You have to go see it on Broadway. And so I'm just so proud of her. She won the Tony.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Wow.
She won the Tony and she was up there and she looked so beautiful. And she, you know, she just represented all of us that have been at it for so long. And she was like, her thing was like, never give up. Don't give up.
That's right.
So it was pretty
That's
inspiring.
right. That's right.
So yes, I would do Broadway in 5 seconds.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Absolutely.
So,
Whoever's out there and is
Speaking of
looking.
theater, you worked at La Familia Theater Company.
La Familia. That was my first.
I couldn't find much information. So can you explain me?
Oh,
online?
okay.
Yeah, for
It was
some
called
reason.
the Family Repertory Company.
Okay.
Marvin C. Camillo was the head of it. He's the one that ran it. And they did Short Eyes there. They did like it was that real urban, you know, in the theater district there on 42nd, like way west. And it was an incredible experience. And how did it happen? My aunt happened to have been working with them and she brought me in. My aunt was always involved. My aunt Titi Lulde, she was always involved in creating my dreams and helping
that.
them come to fruition and reality. And she supported me from day one. I always tell her, you were my angel in my life. You're my best friend. And if it wasn't for you, I don't think I'd have a career, because she was the one that just would bring me into everything. She
Yeah.
brought me to my first audition, that I booked when I was 14 years old for PBS. But in this theater group, I got to perform with this theater company, and we would perform in churches. We would perform in jails.
Wow.
Oh.
And one of our performances was the crucifixion, and I played young Mary, the mother of Jesus.
Oh.
And Al Pacino was in the audience because Marvin Camillo was friends with all these big stars.
Oh my God.
And they loved him, and it was an incredible theater company. And Raul Julia
I
used
was
to
gonna-
come in and give us acting classes.
Oh my
Stop!
God.
Hello.
Hello. Wow.
I would
Exactly.
If you ask me who would you meet that, I would say Raul Julia and Robin Williams, those two.
Oh,
I mean,
please.
Raul
I
Julia
love Robin
is
Williams,
a icon to the island. And just
Icon,
his
legendary.
work. Yeah.
He gives me a little bit like Benicio del Toro gives me a little bit of
Mhm.
Raul
Of him,
Julia,
yeah.
a little
That's
bit
so
like that
true.
beautiful, earthy groundedness in who he is as an actor, and so phenomenal. And I just, oh my God, I just was in awe, and I would pinch myself because I couldn't believe that I was getting acting classes from Raul Julia.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I know.
Wow.
And I remember actually at one of the shows when when Al Pacino was in the audience after the show, he came up to me and he kissed my hand. He said, "You were a beautiful Mary. You were wonderful." And I was like,
Never
I think
washing
it was
my
more
hands.
like, you were beautiful.
I was like,
Very bad
Never
impression.
washing my hands.
I don't think I watched it for like 2 weeks. I mean, it was such an experience as a young actress to just be so influenced and learning so much. And I'm so grateful for my theater background. I believe that every actor should do theater.
Amen.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
so important, and it's just it's like a muscle work,
Mhm.
and I'm dying to do theater again. I recently did something with George Valencia and Judy Reyes. They
Ooh.
put together this incredible piece that I'm so excited about, and I got to do one of their stage readings for it, and it was so exciting. And we're praying for Broadway.
Okay.
And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be
It's
great.
gonna be great. It's gonna be
It's
great.
gonna
We're
be
putting it out there.
We're
Amen.
putting out there.
Let's put it out there. Yes. Yes.
Out there. I love it.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes to theater.
Mm-hmm.
How do you? Well, what's your favorite genre to work in, but also to watch too?
Right.
Like you've played diverse characters across various genres, from crime dramas to psychological horror.
You know what? I have to say, I love everything. Honest to God, I do. I really do. I'm one of those crazy actors, but I'm a Gemini, so I always say, it's like being Geminis could be everywhere.
Yeah.
But
You know,
I
my
think
rising is a Gemini.
yours. No wonder I love you so much. I love. I love.
I think your
Geminis.
rising is how people perceive you, and right, and
Oh, I
the
don't
sun
know.
is like, I forgot. I'll get it.
I don't know
I'll
a
get it
lot
after
about
this
that.
podcast.
Yeah.
But if it's good,
But
I want to
yeah,
hear about it.
Scorpio, and then my rising is. I know my rising is a Gemini.
Wow, I love that.
Love that.
There
I
you
don't
go.
know. I gotta check.
You don't know your zodiac
I
sign?
don't. I'm a Libra,
Oh,
but I don't know
Libra.
my
Okay,
rising
okay,
or my
okay.
sun. I can't. I can't.
That's interesting.
remember.
Libra.
Yeah, that
Okay,
would be
okay.
interesting. I've never actually.
I do have
Did a
double
whole
Libra.
thing.
I do remember that. So
Oh,
I
okay.
gotta. I'm missing the third one.
Okay.
The
sun.
rising sign is about your identity and outlook on the world versus the sun sign, which rules the issues signified by the house where you have Leo in your. Wait, what? The sun sign represents our ego and motivation.
That's it. That's it.
The moon governs our emotional natures. And then the rising sign speaks to the energy that we put out.
Yes, how people perceive you. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That's so interesting. All right.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I
that's
guess I come
beautiful.
off like a Gemini. Yeah, Geminis
love
are. I feel like there's a bad, Geminis get a bad rap because there's also always like this two-face thing going on. But I don't.
But it's not two.
It's not. It's not.
It's not two-faced
Yeah.
at all. I hate that people.
I know.
Ever say
It's such
that,
a.
that they've ever said that, because actually a lot of my close girlfriends are Geminis. I happen to love Geminis. I purposely gave birth to a Gemini. to make sure he turned out to be a Gemini. I think that Geminis, I'm going to speak for myself and most Geminis that I know, we are so emotionally connected that we can be influenced by energy, any energy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I might look at a photograph and immediately it'll remind me of something and I might feel sorrowful. Or something, I see something else, or I hear somebody say something and I'll feel angry. And so it's that. It's more like that. We take on a little bit of what the energy is.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we are creative, joyful people. We're mostly light, I think. Because we are like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
You know, and we can be deep thinkers, you know. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the characteristics on that way, what the truth of that means is on point.
Yeah.
That whole two-faced thing, I don't know where
I
that
know.
came
I
from.
know. I think that's an
And
old
it just
thing.
sounds so
I
bad.
think
Like,
so.
Yeah, I
It's just
know.
awful.
Like not a good.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I know. Lou, enough.
Oh,
enough.
was that Lou? That
Yeah,
was
he's
barking?
barking
Just
and
like-
crying the whole time.
Lou is like, really?
Yeah, they're
You don't want me to be in this interview?
wrestling all around.
If they come in, they can't play, but yeah.
But
So,
getting back to what you said about the favorite genre,
Yes.
I think if I had to choose, I've always loved playing people that are for social justice somehow, people that are for doing the right thing, law enforcement, or people who protect. Like, honestly, my dream role that I wish I could play, that I want to get, is like Sigourney Weaver in Aliens.
Ooh.
Yes.
That badass mother, because I feel like that's who I am inside.
Yep.
Okay.
You
Yep. I
know?
could see you.
Yeah.
I
could see
am that woman
Mhm.
inside.
Mhm.
I've looked up to, like, you know, like Meryl Streep in Silkwood, or women that really go out on a limb for the underdog, women
Mhm.
that fight for justice, for people, for the good things, for those that are helpless or in need. And so I loved playing cops. I loved playing detectives. I loved playing an attorney who's like,
I
You know.
see. Yeah, you are that. I
kinda
see you.
love
Yeah.
I think we need to get another drink.
I think we do.
We drank.
We do. Oh my
the
gosh.
entire drink.
Gabby, your
What?
sweatshirt is so cute.
Oh my god! I was gonna say the same thing about your hat. It's adorable.
Where did you get it?
Oh.
Aw.
Aww.
Aw.
Apparel. AfterWeWrap.com.
For more merch and apparel.
Let's get another drink.
Let's get some real drinks in here.
Oh, yeah. Do you have a process when you prepare for these roles that you stick to it, or does it change?
totally. No, I have a process because I come from, you know, in the High School of Performing Arts, I had this incredible teacher. God, it was a blessing to have Anthony Abeson as my teacher. He still teaches. And he really taught us about building character, about building the history of a character. What was the past, the moment before, the what if. And he taught us about, you know, if it's not there, then create it. I mean, I got the best training, and training was very serious. And he taught us how to play like children, to have an imagination. So the process of all of those things put together to build the life of a character, and then every character has a piece of you in it. It's what do you bring to the character? What's your version of this character?
Right.
And you're as if this
Right.
was your life as this character, right? So there absolutely is a process, and there needs to be a process, especially when you're playing complicated characters. I love flawed characters.
Yes.
Complicated characters, characters that are not perfect, characters that are a little something going on there. you
That
know.
make sometimes the worst decisions. I
Right.
mean, those are the
Right.
most
The
interesting.
most interesting.
Yeah.
You know? So, and I always tell like younger actresses and actors, the more life you live, the better of an actor that you will be. Because if you don't live your life, you don't have anything to pull from.
Yes, you need
So
that
don't be
experience. You need
afraid.
that. Yeah,
You need to fall in love. You need you're heartbroken. You need to get in trouble. You need to,
you need to
do all those
grieve
things.
and
Listen,
all-
I was
all
like,
of
I'm
it.
going to be a mother. I'm going to this. I'm going to that.
Yeah,
So I believe you have to live your life in order to have something to pull from and be a good actor. I really do. Not everybody feels that way, but I do.
I do. I feel that way. There's that saying, book a trip, book a job. Like
All
the
the
second
time,
you
girl.
book a trip, the second you have a plan to be out of town or something, you get an audition.
Our honeymoon is coming up, and I'm like, one of us is for sure going to book something.
Yeah,
Right.
You have to. I
Absolutely.
mean, yeah.
Absolutely. That's
It's like
how it
when
is.
you
And
choose
then
to
you're
live
here
life.
how much of the year and just
And
Yeah,
nothing,
and
don't hear
crickets,
from
and then
anything.
right when you
Right.
But when you choose to live life and
Yeah.
do things outside of those, the opportunities
Right.
just come.
Right. Because it's almost like you're not looking for it.
Yeah,
You're not waiting
yeah.
for it. You're not looking for it. You're just, I'm going to go be over there.
Yeah.
And it's like, the release of the control
Mm-hmm.
happens.
Yep.
I
Yep.
agree.
Either in or out. Should we bring them inside because
They were pretty rowdy inside.
oh really?
Yeah, they were like freaking biting each other and helping out each other.
Let's try one more time. If they act up,
just because it's almost noon and it's gonna be really hot.
yeah, I
for
don't
them,
want them.
Yeah, it's
he almost
too
had
hot.
heat stroke.
Yeah. It's not a good idea.
Sit down. If you're gonna be here, sit down. If you're gonna be here, sit down. No more. No more.
Oh my God.
this has become such
That
a
was so
trademark of
beautifully
the
Puerto
show.
Rican. I don't even have words for
No,
it.
and that was polite. I was actually very polite. No.
Oh no, you should see me with my big horses. You know, I got
Yeah,
some
you got
big
that- she
dogs.
got-
I got a big
Wow.
Roddy that was my son's dog. And
Lou.
I have another big dog.
Lou.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Lou.
Bruce, stop.
Enough. See, like, mira.
Oh my God, that's hysterical.
It's so cute. Look at it.
See, but this is the difference between
See,
new
we-
parenting skills and old parenting skills.
Yeah.
See, I get up and I be like, yo dije que te calle la boca. Ahora mismito, puñeta.
I feel like doing that right
And my
now.
dogs are like this.
Oh, Jaina's stewing inside. She's
Lou, that's it.
Jaina was like trying to listen to you earlier, and I just saw her every now and then.
It's just
She
like
can't
looking
help
over.
it.
Oh my God, it's hysterical.
You know,
No more.
did you ever watch Sex in the City? You're a Charlotte right now.
I'm a Charlotte.
Yes,
Yeah,
right
I'm
now.
Oh my God,
Right now, I'm a Charlotte. Right now,
hilarious.
yeah.
Hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
Date quieta.
I love
Quédate
it.
quieto, nene.
Yeah.
Ay, Dios
Oh,
mío.
all right, focus.
Oh,
Where
yes.
were we?
Right. No worries at all.
Lisa, from all of the roles that you have worked, is there a project or a role that you have been that's been personally rewarding for you, and why?
You know what? I'm gonna choose being Mary Jane because I feel like that role really captured just so many of the roles that women play in their lives, the emotions women go through,
Mm-hmm.
the ups and downs, trying to be a successful woman, trying to be a good mother, trying to have a partnership and a marriage, trying to have friendship. Who am I in the world? Who am I in the workplace? Who am I in the home? Who am I to my friends? Who am I to my man? Right? I really feel like the role of Carol Lynch exemplified that.
Mm.
And as a Latina woman, boss lady,
Mm-hmm.
I love that the very talented Mara Braca Keel, who's freaking brilliant. I love her writing. And she just wanted to explore every facet of what that could look like and would look like and should look like, to tell the truth. And that was my thing. Like when I met with Mara for this role, we literally had a 3-hour lunch at the Soho House. She took me there. And she told me all about her vision of Cara and, you know, who Cara was to Mary Jane. And then she allowed me to talk about my vision, you know, of who I wanted Cara to be
And
as being a Latina
Yeah.
woman and who I wanted to represent and how I wanted to play her. And Mara was so amazing. She was like, I need you to teach me how to write for a Latina. And that's exactly what happened. It was so collaborative, and there was so much of myself that I gave and poured into that role in so many areas of my life that I felt like it was all based in truth. And so I think that's why it was so relatable to the audience and to the fans who just loved the show. And of course, Gabrielle Union was awesome and the cast was freaking amazing. So I just really think that, when something, it's just like a perfect soup with all the ingredients mixed in there, and it was just perfect
Yeah, that
and
was
right. And it was so satisfying. Like I was excited to work every day and be this woman. And what Mara was going to write next. I couldn't wait for the next script to come out. It was that exciting. And it was also during the worst time of my life not the worst time, but leading up to the worst time. But I was going through a lot personally during that time. So I was really pouring a lot into that. But I would say that was the most satisfying role. And I've had great roles, and I love all my roles that I have played. I love all the characters that I have played. They've been interesting to me in one way or another. And all of them, like I said, every role we play has a piece of us, unless you're like, I don't know who you would say, but I mean, so many great actors, but I'm just saying, I still believe that even the cream of the creme actors have a piece of themselves in each role they play. So, but I would say that would be the one that
I love that.
I'm most
And
related
also,
to.
aside from the stories that they gave your character, but the wardrobe,
Oh,
and
girl.
the shoes and purses,
That was on point.
Yep, I remember that. I'm being
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting to try on my wardrobe all
Yeah.
the time.
I love when acting and fashion come together. That's like my favorite thing.
Oh God, yes. We used to get so many questions and people writing in, the fans, about the wardrobe.
Really?
Well, because it's such a huge
What is she wearing? What is that
description
bag?
of
What
the
is the-
character.
yeah.
Yeah, I think like it does determine a lot about the character. Like, what is she wearing? Why is she wearing this now? And why? And how also
my
how
God.
the
Well,
character
and-
grows, her fashion, her style grows.
And let me tell you, Miss Ruth Carter. Do you guys know who she is? She set the tone. She is an award-winning costume designer. Yes, she was our first one for being Mary Jane.
Wow.
And let me tell you, she's so flippin' talented, smart, and so cool. I loved her so much. She and I were like right away, like instant. And she was like, "Well, girl, I need your input. We're going shopping because who do you think Cara is?"
Oh,
Yes.
I love that. I
that's-
love that.
And I was like, "That,
Mhm.
bam,
Mhm.
this."
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh yes, girl, look at this one," and it was just incredible. And then even with hair and makeup and jewelry, like I had to, at first they had me with this big old hair and these big ears. I was like, "No, that's not Cara. Cara ain't got time for all of that.
yeah.
Cara is more understated about her look. She's serious. She wants
little
everyone
more
to
reserved.
respect her.
Mhm.
She don't have big hair. Her hair is stick straight. She's very like, don't F with me.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Cara,
Yeah.
Wow.
And so it was great because everybody really respected my collaboration.
Yeah.
And
those details go
that's
such
just
a long way.
such a long way
Yeah.
because you're the one that's playing
and
the
you
character.
resonate with it even more.
Right.
The
And you need
audience
to feel
feels-
comfortable, in
Mhm.
the clothes, in the wigs, or in the hair, in the makeup, everything.
Right.
It's a
right.
choice. It's all a
Mhm.
choice,
Yeah.
right? So yeah.
Switching gears a bit, we definitely want to have you back with Diana Maria Riva
Yes.
to talk about Latinas acting up in detail.
Yes.
But if you can just share a little bit with our viewers about what it is and why Latinas acting up is important to you.
Oh my goodness. Well, I can't wait to have my girl Diana with me, but I will give a little synopsis. So, gosh, being moms, being the oldest of our families, I can see how Diana and I just kind of gravitated toward each other. She's such a badass, amazing actress, amazing friend, and I've known her for years. But during the strike, she reached out to me and she said, "Mama, I'm thinking about, what do you think about getting a few of our girls together and let's just strike together. Let's show solidarity with each other." And I'll make us some cute t-shirts. I was like, yes, girl, that sounds fabulous. She's like, but I need your help. She says, you know everybody. Can you please help me like get us all together? And I was like, you got it. I'm going to send out to this one, this one, this one. And so basically we started out thinking it was going to be a group of our girlfriends and that, oh, this will be fun.
Yeah.
Deanna was like, I'll bring a speaker. We'll go. You know, I was like, yeah, let's do it. Right. And what happened was that and why was it important? Because we wanted to show that solidarity. We wanted to show that we were together as Latinas, which is
And
not
stronger
really
together
representative.
and louder together.
And louder.
And more powerful together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But even that came after the fact of really what this turned into, which is something we didn't expect. So what happened was that, yes, our girlfriends showed up. We got together.
During the strike.
We had our T-shirts.
Yep.
And everybody was excited about it and the music. And then all of a sudden, people are striking. And people are like, oh my God, who's that? What are they? Oh my God, look what they're doing.
Yeah.
And we were just like loud and proud and dancing. And we were like, you know, just like, screw that. This is us right here. And nobody's going to take us down. Nothing's going to get us down. And as this happened, more and more people wanted to be a part of it. Latinas, young actors, older actors just started to be like, hey, what do you guys do? Who are you guys?
Yeah.
And me and Diana, each week we were like, we're going to do this every week. And each week there were more and more women showing up that we didn't know. And it was like this amazing gravitation of like, oh my gosh, I felt so alone during this time. I felt so isolated. I feel like I don't belong. I'm here by myself. This group is giving me love. It's giving me hope. It's giving me strength. It's giving me courage. And every single week, Diana and I were exhausted. And sometimes we would even cry. And what we realized was that, man, look at this need in our beautiful community.
Wow.
We need to take this and do something. We need to create something. And that is what it started to become. And we just kept going with it. And Diana is brilliant, you know, and you know, we're such great collaborators. We are yin and yang. We have mad chemistry.
And
We're a great
it feels
team.
like you've known each other forever. Like you've been sisters in
feels that
past
way.
lives or something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It absolutely feels that way. And I have so much respect for her. And I think she has respect for me and so much love. And so, and I always uplift her because she is the one that came up with the concept first. And she's so gracious because she's always like, I could have never done this without you and grown it the way it has become without you. We are a team and we are a team and we just love each other and we love what we're doing and we feel like it came out of purity and goodness of heart. And I think that's why it succeeded. And now, you know, we just have this dream and then we just have these incredible women that have volunteered to help build it, create things for us. We have women outside of the group. We have Gina Torres. We have Constance Marie. We have Angelique Cabral that we created into our board. We have a board and we make decisions together. And it's just one of the most important things that has come out of this is the show of hermanidad, of solidarity, of unity in our community and what this must look like. Not only what it looks like, but what it must look like, what we need to be intentional about when we are out there in the world. And we were on every cover.
Yep.
Vanity Fair,
Deadline,
People.
Yes.
Like, I mean, we were
Variety,
the photograph.
Hollywood Reporter.
And then Diana and our she became our little dance instructor girl, Maria
Oh
Carmen.
yes,
She
with
would
the
teach
routines,
us the dances. And they came up with the idea of, hey, let's start doing flags. And I was like, oh my God, yes, let's start doing songs from each country during our thing with our flags. And oh my God, it was like photographers were just, they came to us like you wouldn't believe. And then our guys wanted to join. Our guys wanted to strike with us. And we had all kinds of people wanting, labor unions and people that were like, it was unbelievable. Look, I get goosebumps because I was like, and me and Diana look at each other, we're like, what the flip is happening? What's going on? And it's just led to this, like we would just, at the Capitol, we received one of the greatest honors is the Spirit Award for our advocacy
Oh, my
work.
goodness. Yes.
We were just in Washington, D.C. We were just invited to the vice president's house. Like, it's all this stuff that's happening. And we're like, here we go, God.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're taking us, but we're going. And we are for our people, our community. And our community looks like all of us. That's what Latinos look like. And so we'll see where we're going from
If
here.
Yes.
somebody
Yeah,
wants
big
to like
dreams.
learn more or get involved, like, do you guys have a website or anything?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
You can follow us on Instagram at Latinas Acting Up. And then we have a Casa LAU website now that you can join, and you go into the bio in Latinas Acting Up on Instagram, and you click on that, and it'll take you to the site, and you can join. And we are encouraging everyone to join. We are now making an intentional reach out to our high profile celebrities,
Nice.
you guys,
Mm-hmm.
to join at the base level, because we must show that solidarity, and we are trying to create that. And we can only create that with our community support
Yes.
yeah.
in-
Absolutely.
in-
Oh, yeah.
at every level, you know. So that's what's going on
I
right now.
love
But we
it.
have
I
big
love-
dreams for our
I love that
organization.
you created this, you and Diana, and the inception was during the strike, during
Yeah.
one of the industry's lowest times, and how I don't know, I even felt the hermanidad, that sisterhood of all these Latinas coming together, and hands in hands, just dancing
Yeah.
and
empowering ourselves
Yeah.
and each other. And I think that
marching through.
yes,
you
and
know-
I think what our community really needs to understand, which me and Diana are talking about a lot right now, is that really the power is within us.
Together.
The
Yeah.
power is within each one of us. We do not need to look outside of ourselves for the power.
Yeah.
We do not need their permission. We don't need them to do it for us. We need to do it for ourselves, because we do have the power.
Yeah.
But we've been spread out. We've been disconnected. We've been out and doing our own thing instead of doing it together. And that is that's what's going to create the change, I believe. And that's
Yeah.
what's going to really propel us to where we should be and could be. And I really believe that.
I love
So-
that.
Latinas acting up. Don't forget your
Latinas acting
chancleta.
up.
All
Your
right.
chancleta.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You won't be sorry.
My favorite moment before we move on is I had a moment where we're just, okay, we're ready to cross. And there was the Blue Beetle poster that had just come out, which is our first Latino
Yeah.
hero, superhero movie. And then I see all of us with our flags, and I started tearing up, and I have my glasses. I'm like, nobody can see me crying. Why am I crying? I was like, what a moment.
Yes.
We have a
Yes.
superhero. We're here, demanding space, demanding for our voices to be heard.
Right.
And none of that moment would have not happened if you and Diana would have not planned this. And so thank you for that.
You're welcome.
But it was just so powerful, because I'm brand new to Los Angeles, even though I've been acting back at home in PR in Atlanta, but I'm new here. So to be able to see the community and feel that I'm not alone and that I am protected somehow.
Amen. Amen.
It was just like, okay, we're
Yes.
fine. It's fine. We're here. Let's fight
Yes.
for.
And that's what
Yeah.
we feel. We
Mm-hmm.
feel this was divine. This was not from us. This was absolutely divinely put into place. I believe that. I'm a very spiritual person in how I receive messages and how I think about things. And I really feel like we weren't doing anything in the sense of like making certain things grow by being out there and being like in a way like, oh, this is self-serving. No. It wasn't like that. We were out there to serve. We were out there to give a
Yeah.
voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. And then everybody else was like, yeah, we want to be loud. We want everyone to hear us, and we feel comfortable doing this together.
Mm-hmm.
So it was so empowering for everyone. And again, Diana and I literally every single week we were like, oh my God, this feels so right. And we feel so good about it because we are being of service. we're servicing someone else's need. And that is when the best stuff happens.
Yes,
I think.
yes, absolutely.
Wow.
Shout
Well,
out
we could-
to Diana
Yes,
Maria
Diana.
Riva.
Diana Maria Riva, baby.
We gotta get you on the pod.
Who just did a pilot. I hope it gets picked
I know.
up.
I know.
yes.
Forgive and
Forgive and
forget.
forget.
Yes. Forgive and forget. I saw it on Instagram.
Yeah, we gotta have you both back talking about Latinas acting up for
Definitely.
sure. You know, we
She-
have
she
to
has a lot to say
spread the
about it.
word.
Absolutely.
Really quick before we get into a rapid this or that, we ask every guest this question.
Okay. Uh-oh.
And it's a silly question, but you know, if you were to be stuck on an island,
Oh, my God.
what are 3 things you couldn't live without?
Paul Walker. Don't let my husband see this.
I can't.
You can take anything.
Yeah, hey, anything.
Oh, my God. Okay. If I was stuck on an island, can I bring my family?
Yeah.
Does that count?
You said anything.
Yeah.
One thing.
Yeah. The family could be one thing. Okay,
So now you have the family.
got the family.
I would want the family. I would want Puerto Rican food
Yes.
Of course.
and a really great big bag of tools.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Come on.
That's so smart. Oh my
Actually,
gosh.
that
That
sounds
we-
perfect.
No, nobody's ever
Family's
said that.
around. You got some tools. You got some Puerto Rican food.
What?
What?
And
Yeah.
happy. Wow.
Yeah.
Speaking
Yeah.
of PR, oh my God, I forgot. You shot Beauty and the Baker in the Island, right?
Yeah.
Baker and the Beauty.
Baker and
Baker
yes.
and the Beauty.
Yes, I know everybody does that. Don't
Oh,
worry,
that's
because there
funny.
is a Beauty and the Baker that's Israeli,
The Baker
and it's the same
oh,
producer.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I spent 6 months shooting that in
How was
Puerto
that?
Rico, and it was
Was that during
glorious.
one of the hurricanes or no?
Yes, and an earthquake. Yeah, it was
right.
kind of crazy.
You got,
but
you were shooting during the earthquakes?
yeah.
Oh my God. Well, you were
Hello.
there. We were there.
yeah, it was glorious. Oh my gosh! And I had not been to the island since I was 18 years old.
Wow.
crazy is that? Yeah, because I moved to California and we had the kids and it was always too far but I got there and it was a reawakening of who I was and my family and my heart and my spirit, and it was beautiful. And I had this incredible apartment on the ocean, and I just would wake up every morning and look at the beautiful Caribbean Ocean. It was just glorious. And the food and the people. We are such amazing people. I love our people. We're so kind and good and loving and so como humilde and, you know, and graciosos. And I just love our people. And it just reignited like a whole, not that I didn't have pride, but it was like a reigniting of like on fire pride.
Yeah.
You know?
I bet. I can imagine that.
Yes.
I have yet to experience that, like working in the same place you grew up, or just where the place that feels like home. Like either for me, New York, Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Like that must have been like,
oh my God, it was amazing. It was really amazing. And then, you know, for the first time, because we were shooting through Christmas.
Oh, so you were there during Christmas.
Yes.
Where all the parranda happens.
Okay.
We need to get
I
this
know,
one
I
to
gotta
a
go
parranda.
Okay.
Okay, really
I
quick.
want to be invited, but
Yes.
my kids went. My kids went for the first time, and my husband, and we did a whole family thing, and they fell in love
Where were
with
you
Puerto
staying?
Rico.
What area?
Ay Dios mío, El Condado area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they go back to Puerto Rico during spring break.
Once a year, right? Like
They go during the summer sometimes.
Oh.
They
That's
became
so
obsessed with Puerto
important
Rico.
for them.
And they're like, Mommy,
Yes.
we feel like we have a whole new understanding of who you are
Ah, yes.
and our family.
I
Oh
think
my
you'll get to see the
gosh.
shift in the this or that, because we have a this or that sort of standard edition, but we have a PR,
version
this or
too.
that
Oh my
edition. So we'll
goodness, I
see.
love
We'll
that.
see Lisa come to
Okay.
life in 3,
I
2,
love
1.
that.
3,
All
2,
right.
1. All right. This or that. No thinking. Early bird or night owl?
I'm an early bird.
Sorry. Read a book or watch a movie?
Read a book. Hello.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Theater or film?
Ooh. Oh.
I know.
Oh, that's a tough one.
I know.
That's not nice.
I have to go to theater first, though.
Ooh, yeah, hell yeah.
Playing a hero or a villain?
Hero.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Comedy or dramatic roles?
Oh,
Comedic roles.
shoot.
I
Seriously?
know, right? Yeah.
I do both. I love them both, but I'm going to go drama.
Yeah. Night shoots or day shoots?
Oh shit, day shoots.
I know.
You kidding?
The 7 o'clock is out. Okay, summer or winter?
Summer.
Okay,
All
here,
right,
we go.
here we go.
Here we go. Salsa or merengue?
Salsa.
Beachfront or mountain views?
Ay, Dios mío. Both of them.
Her
Ocho.
whole vibe and accent changes.
I
Tostones
love
o
it.
plátanos?
Ay, tostones.
Claro.
¿Cómo no?
¿Arroz con
Como hito.
habichuelas rojas o arroz con gandules?
Arroz con gandules. Ay, por favor.
I love it. Medalla light or Malta India?
Malta India.
Hey, wow, that was no thinking for that one. Okay, wow. I know.
Pernil or lobster?
Ay, Dios mío. Pernil.
Right?
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Parranda or Christmas caroling?
Parranda, chica. What?
I know.
Are you kidding?
Tres leches or?
Arroz con dulce.
Oh, shoot.
I know,
That's a
right?
tough one, but I'm going to go arroz con dulce because my great-grandmother made the best one.
Yep.
I love it. The New York
So
came out
good.
in that last
Oh
one.
my
Yeah.
gosh.
I'm gonna Puerto Rican. Wow, I know. Yeah, that got me. That
can't.
got me. Now I want to go to Puerto Rico
I
and
need
just.
to make it a thing to bring Jaina to Puerto Rico during Christmas time.
Oh, God, yes, and I want to go.
Yes. Okay.
I have to
Can we
go
do
once
this?
with you
Can
guys.
we make this
We
happen?
need to make Lisa, excuse me, we need to have Lisa come back. We do a cooking episode. I feel like you
my
would be
God.
so
She
fun.
makes some slam and
I
PR
bet you'd be
food.
so fun.
Slam. I've eaten her cooking before.
Yes.
Do you cook a lot of Puerto Rican food?
Oh, yes, I love
I
it.
also want you to make chuletas.
I just made some serious chuletas the other day.
Stop.
They were so good.
I haven't had chuleta in
And I
so
buy the
long.
little thin ones.
I love
like
the
the thin ones.
They're
They're a little
funny.
crunchy a little bit.
Ooh.
And the edges are kind of crispy, you
Ooh,
know,
I
but
love
still
that.
yummy inside,
Ooh.
juicy.
Do you make your own sofrito?
Yes.
Okay, can we
Yes.
make sofrito? Can we
Yes.
that's
Absolutely.
it.
I
Nice.
need. They don't sell them over here. The
Ají
ajices.
dulce. Yeah, the
The
ajitos and then
Oh,
recao.
okay.
Did you
Recao.
find that
They
yet?
don't have the
Find
recao
recao,
here. They don't
I
have the
know.
What's
recao.
wrong with you, California?
I know.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Listen, I got really excited because the Ralph's not far from here. I went there for the first time. I saw a flippin' Goya section. It was
wow.
little, but it was a Goya section.
There's not
I
a
was
lot
like,
of them.
pero mira lo que tienen aquí.
Yeah.
Tienen aceite Goya. Ahora yo puedo comprar aquí. Ay, qué bueno. I think there was somebody in the aisle. I was like, oh my God, they got Goya. So happy.
It's so true. You get so happy when there's like the what do they call it? The section.
The Hispanic
The
section.
Hispanic.
The Latin
food.
section.
Yeah.
The Latino
Yeah.
section.
Latino
Yeah,
section.
and it's like this small.
It is.
Right. Well, you know.
And
yeah,
some of the
it's
cans
something.
have dust because
I know
I
because
know.
they haven't been used.
I
But yeah,
know,
sofrito,
right?
homemade sofrito for sure.
Yeah.
I bring
for
mine
sure.
from
I love it.
this one from Tampa.
She's had
but
hers
if
for
not,
5 years in the
I've
same
had
Tupperware.
the same sofrito that I just use one spoon at a
For
time.
5 years.
It's in the
Damn,
freezer.
girl. What the
Well,
hell? You got
I
some,
just got
you got
brand
some
new ones.
embalming fluid in there or something?
It's freezer burned, but I got
it's freezer
I
burned.
got some.
It
new
smells really good, but I was
sofrito,
like,
That's
you haven't used
hilarious.
this?
Oh my God,
from
that's
the
funny.
Montaña de Sidra. So
Wow.
it's like,
But you know, it
authentic.
is interesting because when I go back east, you know, to New York or Florida, because I have family there that lives there.
Thank you.
Man, my cousin Michelle, I'm giving you a shout out. She cooks some damn food, and you taste that delicious recaito, and you because they have all that stuff
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
the Cubanos too, like they cook with all that stuff, man. And I do love going to Florida and eating over there too. La
Yeah.
comida está buenísima y rica. But yeah,
I'm hungry.
it does make all the difference in
It
the world.
does. It does.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It does. Well,
He's giving me so many
we
kisses.
want to
Sorry.
thank you so much for coming on and chatting with us and for
Pleasure.
sharing, you know, with our audience a little more about you and into your personal life and your joy and your, you know, that good-hearted spirit that a lot of people who know you love.
Oh, thank you.
And we'll have you again
Yeah. I
because
can't wait.
we can't wait to talk
Absolutely.
to Diana.
Absolutely.
Latinas Acting Up, the one and only Lisa Vidal.
Thank you.
Everyone,
Where
can we find you on social?
Okay, so on Facebook, I'm Lisa Vidal, Vidal. On Instagram, I'm at The Real Lisa Vidal. On Twitter, I am at The Lisa Vidal.
Okay.
Because my girlfriend Taraji Henson, she was like, girl, you got to put that you're the real one. I was like, okay. There's fake people out there named Lisa Vidal.
And there are, you know, some.
Yeah,
Some-
that's true. But I thought that was hilarious.
That
So
is
yeah, that's
funny.
what I am.
All right, go follow Lisa.
Real Lisa.
Thank you so
Please, it
much,
doesn't
Lisa.
get any more real than
Yes.
Lisa Vidal. That's
Love
for sure.
it.
That's for sure.
Thank you,
Mic
Mami.
drop.
Thank you. I love you so much.
Gracias.
Thank you for
Gracias
having
so
me.
much.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank
Bye,
you to
guys.
the cute white boys behind the camera.
Yeah, right?
And the one
Ay,
upstairs.
qué lindo. And the one upstairs.
Oh my God.